He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Tigers' offense comes onto the field first today. There are always butterflies to start a game, and when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we've played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Picks up the first down, still moving. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams.
Caught at the 25. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Using his legs, it's Durham. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Looking for the score. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
So Texas A&M's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop block on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. That's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Looking downfield, it's Reed. Pocket breaking down. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Catches it at the 30. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. Caught in the backfield, it's Green. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had two guys near that ball.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the back. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Moving away from pressure. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field from the start after that penalty. Back to throw, it's Reed. Under fire. They wrap him up. He tried to get back to the line of scrimmage, but he's stopped in the backfield. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears liking their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name, like Spears, that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past, that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
To the air on second down. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
On third and long, no secret what he needs here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. The 40.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. And he runs into a wall, maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Turning it on. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Going the other way, and he's got room.